Motorcyclist. Any cows outside? Look, cows. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Corridor Culprit video. This is going to be the second version of this video, and second version because yours truly messed up the first one with his recording. Ooh, gravel. Woohoo! I slid a little bit, not much. Okay, yeah, but this is the second recording of this video. First one came out very, very bad in terms of camera was covered from some sort of sludge. Hopefully it's no longer smudgy. If it is, well, then I'll be putting out a bad video because my timeline is bad. It's already Sunday, and I try putting out every Monday. That's what she said. So today's topic of discussion is 3 things I hate as a motorcyclist. 2 of these things will not be serious, and one of these things are kind of serious, so alright, since we're rolling up on this motorcycle, we'll include him as the first topic. Now, I'm not talking about this dude specifically, but you get the idea. Okay, first topic of discussion. I do not like when random motorcyclists that I don't know try riding with me and riding close. It's one thing like if you come up next to me at a stoplight, say, hey, you want to go for a ride, whatever, be random about it. But I hate when I'm rolling along and somebody rolls up right next to me, or like right in my tiny little blind spot, whatever you want to call it, like the quarter area. I do not enjoy that whatsoever. It is extremely dangerous because I don't know how you ride, you don't know how I ride. Don't go there. Either go in the next lane over or figure something out, because this ain't working for me, buddy. I wish I had it on camera, but I don't because I was using a new helmet. I was testing out a Simpson something Speed Bandit helmet, whatever, which I think I'll be transferring over all my camera and stuff over to that, but for now we're still using the good old Scorpion modular helmet. So anyways, with that story, there's some dude on a Victory, absolutely cool looking bike. Ain't it, fella? And he just decided to get up right next to me, right behind me, like, again, like right, literally like right where that line is from where I'm sitting. At a stoplight, I'm like, alright dude, this, one, it's COVID time, you don't have a helmet on, get away from me, you know? I don't want your Victory germs. So then we accelerate off the light, whatever. I'm going kind of slow. Slower than I normally would accelerate, just because I don't want to get the idea, hey, we're going to be rolling, we're going to be racing here. But yeah, so we were taking off from a light. Nonchalant, acting naturally. So then we accelerate probably a little bit faster than what I should have been going. I was probably going like 75 down the road. And maybe he was getting the idea we were buddies racing something. But eventually I'm turning off right. So I put out my blinker and he's still there. I'm like, buddy, I need to get into the next lane. And then as soon as I start getting over into like the actual turn lane, he comes up onto the left side of me and nearly clips me. And it's like, I don't understand what he was doing. I don't know if he had like the idea of, I'm on a Victory, it's better than a Harley Davidson. Even though I really wanted a Harley Davidson, I got a Victory. I don't know if that was his mindset or what, but he needs to not ever do that again. It's just too dangerous when people you don't know are riding next to you like that. Not once in my motorcycle career have I ever decided, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get a personal draft off of this guy while we're riding. It just doesn't make any sense. But then again, he was a guy, he had no helmet, no protective gear whatsoever. So I mean, that pretty much explains what kind of rider he is to begin with. And I understand protective gear, helmet, all that. I do agree, it is 100% your personal choice. However, it is my personal choice to think you are an idiot if you don't wear any sort of gear. There's a motorcycle with no gear. Lots of hay. Don't overdo it there, Ford. Now I have tons and tons and tons of things I hate as a motorcyclist, mostly because I'm a complainer and whiner or whatever. But that's pretty much, I don't want to say my number one super complaint, but it is my number one super complaint that I can think of. That's something that actually matters, actually dangerous. So it's Labor Day. Hey, look, I don't know if that'll show up on camera, but there's a H1 Hummer. I don't know what I was saying. I think I was trying to transition to number 2. But right now it's Labor Day weekend. That's where I was. Labor Day weekend. And that pretty much means summer is just about over, especially in Wisconsin. We got nothing going on after this. So I'll wait for corn mazes and Halloween and blah blah blah. Which I'll say fall is a cool season. Trees change and whatnot. However, after that initial change, fall kind of sucks. It's all brown and dead and mucky. Like there's a lot of mud everywhere. It's just not the best of the seasons. However, into number 2, the number 1 bad season, and this is what I hate as a motorcyclist, is winter. Winter is a trash season, and you'll never convince me otherwise. There's like, what, 3 good activities that happen in winter? Maybe snowboarding if you like it, snow tubing, and skiing if you're still stuck in the 80s. I guess that counts, but what else is there to do in winter? You're just stuck inside, it's cold out. There's salt on the ground, you can't ride a motorcycle. Why would I ever enjoy something like that? It literally will hurt to be outside. It's just not a good time. I can't believe people actually like winter. And if you notice, it's always the people that stay inside that say that they want winter. Like in summer they'll say, oh, it's too hot, I gotta stay inside. Okay, they stay inside, and then winter comes and then they do nothing. They just stay inside. All they do is wear a sweatshirt inside. That's the only difference. Like, what is the point? I hate winter with a passion. I could literally make a whole video talking about winter, and I would need to break it up into 3 parts because it would be way too long. Winter, you gotta wear all these layers. So 1, you're already restricted. You can't move a whole bunch. I like freedom. Winter to me is like the communist season, because you're in the cold like Russia. You got to be bundled up like Russia, and then on top of it, you can't move like Russia. It's the USSR of seasons. It is terrible. Like, what is the point of having all this layers, and then the top layer, it goes swish, 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 swish every time you move it? What is that? Why does it do that? Hello, Copper. It's just so stupid. It's a trash season, and I can't wait to move out of this state so I no longer have to deal with negative 20-degree temperatures. People weren't meant to live in negative 20-degree temperatures. That's why life started on the middle of the equator in Africa. And it's just not a fun time. Fun fact, a few years ago, at this stop sign, I don't know if the wall will still show it or not, but a semi-truck actually overturned like right over here. I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing. Anyways, a truck overturned like literally right here. There's really no more burn marks, they cleaned it. Anyways, a truck overturned and it literally like a Hollywood rock film. Okay, now I'm just kind of angry thinking about winter, so I'm gonna move on to my next topic. Get it, boys. Philosopher. Nope. He was staring at me, and then he turned to the other side once he saw me look at him. So the number 3 thing that I don't like about motorcycles, and it kind of irritates me a little bit, is having to clean them. Now mind you, I'm also a car guy, like most motorcyclists. There's something about cleaning a car that it's very therapeutic, and I love it. I love cleaning the outside of cars. Sometimes interiors, but interiors can get a little eh. But with motorcycles, I do not enjoy cleaning them on the exterior wise. There's just too many nooks and crannies to clean. You'll think, oh good, I'm doing a great job, and then you realize, oh man, I missed this whole spot. Alright, let me try again. You start cleaning, and then you're like, alright, all good. And then you realize that, hey, you're not gonna dry all these little spots. Ooh, excuse me. Burping. Then it gets annoying after you're done cleaning the motorcycle. If there's any drips anywhere, they'll start like falling on you, if that makes sense. Like right here, it drips a whole lot, and then my knees will get wet, and it's just uncomfortable. But like I was saying, the seat, if you don't dry the seat, which you 100% won't dry it all the way, and you take your bike for a ride right after, your butt's gonna be a little wet. Now if you mix that on with a really hot day, it's gonna be staying wet. You mix it with the cold day, well, now your butt's gonna be cold, and it's gonna lead up through your body, and the rest of you is gonna be cold. I guess that's all I got for this top 3. Again, only one was super duper serious, but the rest are still annoyances, you know? I guess when you got little things to complain about, that's when you know your life is pretty good. We got so many people that are overly privileged, and they still want more and more and more and more. Well, don't get me wrong, I understand wanting more, but to feel you're entitled to things is just kind of stupid. That'd be like me saying, I'm entitled to 80-degree weather year-round and never have to work a day in my life. Huh. Somebody should make a political group about that. Weather like this right now is perfect though. I think it's like 78 degrees at sunset. This upcoming week it's going to be like middle 70s, low 70s, which is good. I'll still ride all day long in that as long as it's not raining. And looks like flannel will no longer be my top layer. I'll have to wear another layer on top of it. Well, that's okay. As long as I don't have to wear 5, 6, 7 layers, that's when it starts getting annoying. Honestly, I can ride in any weather above 50 degrees. Like, even that's a pretty pampered. Some people ride anything above 40. I don't have all the gear for it, but we might give it a go this year. With this being a Harley now, it gives off a little bit more heat. Keeps your little chicken wings warm. Man, I wish there were more of these roads around where it's like all just like gradual sweeper turns. Like nothing too technical, although I would definitely take technical roads too, but little sweepies like that, that's fun. If there was a lot of technical roads, I'd buy another supermoto though. I do want another supermoto. I can't afford to have another supermoto with all the other stuff that I want. And having a supermoto right now doesn't make sense. I'm a little too fat for one. I actually just bought a bicycle, a little mountain bike, to try losing some weight. So we'll see how that goes. And ironically, it already has a fucking flat tire. I just got it too. So we'll see. We'll see if it holds air. If it doesn't, I don't know if it's it's got to be obviously the inner tube that's messed up on it. And unfortunately, it's the rear tire. Having a rear tire inner tube is not anywhere near as easy as having a front one go down, but it's whatever, I guess. I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten all day. And then stopping at this corner, you see a Burger King on one corner and a Qdoba on the other. And it really makes you think, wow, I'm better off not eating. Like honestly, who goes to Burger King and say, wow, this is some really good food? And then Qdoba, who even has it in their mind to go to a Qdoba? Like, I'm sorry, if anybody ever says that those are their 2 favorite restaurants, or even one of the 2 is their favorite restaurant, I gotta disown you as a person I know. It's so ridiculous. Who actually says it? It's like the people that like winter. That's honestly the only resemblance I can say between people that like Burger King and Qdoba, or people like that like winter. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And when I talk about winter, I talk about like actual winter, like Wisconsin winter, not Texas winter where it gets to maybe 40 degrees, or Florida where it maybe gets 50 degrees. Like all those people, you guys live in like some of the greatest land ever. Sometimes though, you just need a back row cruise and talk to yourself. Let out any little complaints or talk about things you like, dislike, whatever it may be. Just to feel a little better. I know it makes me feel better whenever I do this sort of thing. Then again, I always feel better when I get on a motorcycle. I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but look at that sunset. Look at that. Look at that definition. I hope the definition shows up on camera because it looks mwah, chef's kiss. Get out of the way, trees. Stupid billboard. Okay, there we go. That's a good look. This is like a Midwestern look right here. Frontage road, freeway, farm on the next set, and then the sunset. Alright, looks like I'm gonna do one more curve here and maybe another one. I can't remember where I am on this road. I don't know if it's the end of the road, if there's one. Oh no, there's one. Anyways, this is gonna be the last little curve here, and we're gonna hit the stoplight, and then I'll say my exit video. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. My exit video. My outro, that's what it's called. God, what an idiot. You can tell I'll never do this full time. Okay, so that's gonna be the end of the video. You saw me hit a few sweepies, complain about a few things, talk about random things. I don't even know what I talked about. So again, one more time, here's the sunset. Uncorridor culprit. If you like what you saw, give me a like, subscribe, comment, whatever. You know the whole YouTube drill. So for that, see you on the next one, hopefully next Monday, as long as I don't miss my recording or mess it up. Peace. Are you turning with him, or what are you doing? Why are you guys going so slow? Oh, he got pulled over. I don't know if you guys will see that on camera, but he got pulled over. I was wondering why they were both going so slow.